Hello everyone. Today I wanted to teach you a technique that I recently discovered how to do that I refer to as distress pearls. And what they are is, this is what mine looks like. And this is the color called peacock feathers. And you might recognize the name. The reason why I refer to them as distress pearls is they're pearl pens colored in the distressing colors. And what they turn out to look like when they're all dry, hope you can see that. They go on kind of like paint, and when they completely dry, they dry like hard pearls. And you can draw your own designs, and they work really nicely. So I recently discovered how to color my own, and this is what they turn out looking like when you first buy them from the store. And they're pearl pens by Viva Decor. I'm willing to guess that the liquid pearls works as well if you can only find liquid pearls in your area, but I really like the pearl pens. There's a lot more in them. They're easier to hold, I've noticed. When you have those little bottles, you feel like they're just difficult to hold. And so I prefer these ones. So I'm going to show you how to do it. So what you do is you start out with your pearl pen. And I'm hoping you guys can see this, by the way. This is my first tutorial video I've ever done, so I hope I'm doing it okay. And I'm hoping I'm in shot. But what you do is you screw your top off. You put the top over there, and now I'll put it close. What you do is you bend the nozzle back so that you get the nozzle off, and put that somewhere where it's not going to get all over the place. And then the next step, I discovered makes this process a lot easier. I get these little bottles with the nozzles at my local craft store. For those of you who live in the Ohio area, I get these at Packet Hands. But what they do is they have this nice little nozzle on it. So what I do... Oh wait. I got ahead of myself. Don't take the nozzle off yet. Put that back on. Take this nozzle off. So it screws off. And then what you do is put that in there and squeeze approximately half of the Viva Decor pen into the little tube. You might have to shake it down to get it out. That should be good. So approximately that. It doesn't have to be an exact amount, just eyeball it. And then now you take the little nozzle off and put it aside. Now here's the fun part. The way you color them is you take your Distress ink re-inkers in whatever color you want, obviously, and you take the top off and you squeeze the top. When you squeeze it, it will suck the re-inker into the eyedropper. So you squeeze it, and this one's getting a little low on me, and you get about maybe 3/4 of an eyedropper, maybe a full dropper, just whatever you prefer. And then you release all the coloring into the decor pen, the pearl pen. There's a little bit left in there. Okay. Then you very carefully put that aside, and you put your lid on your inker. Putting the lid on is obviously important, as my friend Tracy would tell me. Ask me how I know. I've spilled some of my distress re-inker before, and ended with some really decorative, pretty hands. So make sure you get that on good and put it aside. Then you put your nozzle back up on the top of the pearl pen. You rock it back on until you feel it click into place. You'll know when it's completely on. And then you screw your black lid back on. And then this is the very technical part of the process. Not really. And actually, before I do this next step, what I'm going to do so you can see a little bit better is I'm going to peel the label off. I should have had that part done ahead of time. I apologize. And so you're left with this. Now remember, you still have half of your pearl pen in this jar. So with the half that you still have in there and your dropper full of re-inker, you shake, shake, shake. Now the reason why we put half of it into the little this little bottle is because I discovered if you put it in with the thing full, it takes a long time to get the ink to mix all the way to the bottom of the pen. So if you start out with half, you obviously, as you can see on the bottom, we got that pretty well colored all the way down. And then you take your top off. This part gets a little messy because there's going to be a little bit of coloring in there. You put that aside. And you put the nozzle back on your bottle. And I put the little cap back on. And make sure you got that shake down to the bottom. And then you squeeze all of that pearl paint back into your pearl pen. Takes a little bit of trot, you know, a couple times of some good shakes. I think I didn't put as much in that bottle as I thought I did. Okay, get that cleaned up there. And now you put your nozzle top back on. You're going to have like a little bit of pressure build up in there. Make sure you get it on there really good. And before you start, this is very important, before you start actually trying to use it, well, let's do this part first before I get ahead of myself. Put your lid back on and shake it again so it mixes up that top part of the pearl paint. And you're left with that. Now, the important part is before you start going to make your actual pearls on your paper, on your project, what I do is I take a piece of paper that doesn't matter, and you'll have like a little bit of re-inker settled in your nozzle tip here, so work a little bit of that out, and then you'll see it. I'll like squeeze a little bit excess out. There it goes. And they work really good. I'm going to mix that up just a little bit more. Now I have a little bit out. Okay. Now let me see if I can get that good for you guys. You squeeze them. And now you have your custom colored distress pearls. And I think they turn out pretty good. I hope that's in focus. And I have a complete set. I don't have them here with me, but I have a complete set of all, well, what is now 48 distress ink colors. Currently I only have the 45 because I still have to get my summer distress color re-inkers. I have my ink pads, and if you're wondering why I have those colors, those are the new summer distress colors. They are fabulous. I'm very excited that the green looks like shamrock green, and for those of you who know me, my birthday's St. Patrick's Day, so I'll get a lot of use out of that color. But once I get my new re-inkers, I'll have the full 48 color set. But I printed out my own special labels, and then I covered them up with the packing tape, and then they're all ready to go. And they look pretty good, I think. Well, thanks for watching, and if anyone wants information on how to get these Viva Decor Pearl Pens, I have a whole lot of them in stock right now. I'm selling them for $3 a pen. If you get, I believe it was 20 or more, I dropped the price down to $2.25 a pen. If you want the whole 48 count set, because for those of you who are like me, of course I want them in all the distress colors, the full, I'll give you 50 pens and ship them for $125, and they will come exactly like how we first started out. For $5 extra, I'll give you my labels with printed all the names, so that all you have to do is stick them on the side, peel your labels off, stick them on the side, and put like a heavy duty packing tape over top so that keeps them all still nice and good. But thanks for watching. I'm happy you guys stood with me through my first video. I hope it turned out good. Leave me comments below and let me know what you thought. Okay, well thanks for watching, guys. See you later.